Good morning, comic fans. You're with the Comic Book Pusher at the Comics Club, Tampa and Brandon's favorite comic and gaming store. And we have a slew of things for you today. It's just amazing, all the stuff that has come in and all the really fun stuff. Really amazing this week. Just, oh, geez, where do I begin? Where do I begin? There's so many things. Let me begin with some new masks that Dolly has made. By popular demand, she's been making some for sports, especially for the Florida teams. We got probably most college stuff is done. Not going to happen this year, but we have the Florida Gators and another one of the Florida Gators. We got the Tampa Bay Lightning. These are all the masks, like the shirt I'm wearing. See the shirt I'm wearing? See this shirt? Dolly made this shirt. This is look at that pocket action. That's a pocket. You can't even see it because she's blended it in with all the other cloth. It's so amazing, and I love it. And one of the best things is she made me this. Check this out. A matching mask. Now, how cool is that? How cool is that? Mask is a fashion statement. I like it. That's a pretty cool mask, huh? So she has these. If you're local and you're interested, a cool Wonder Woman mask in the same style as this one. These ones have elastic bands on the back of them, and a little extra little thing to help you keep it behind your ears or adjust the length of it for your head, because every head is different. So we got those in to show everybody, and if anybody's interested, they're here. Come and check them out. That's some fun stuff. We have toys. We have so many toys this week. It's just amazing. But a couple weeks ago, I was supposed to show you these cards. These are poker decks, and they're not trading cards. They're just playing cards. But years ago, a guy had come to my store, and I used to carry different kinds of trading cards, and I never thought about collecting these things. But he said that he collect poker decks, basically playing cards, and because they come out with so many different kinds. And I had never thought about that as a collectible before. Let me adjust this lighting if I can. Hold on 1 second. Help at all? Well, we'll see. So I started getting into them a long time ago, and every once in a while I've been picking them up whenever I see them. But this is a collectible that I might just start myself because I think it's pretty cool. But these are just poker decks. Here's one that's Star Wars, Rise of Skywalker. And here's another one, Jedi Fallen Order. Then these are just regular poker decks. But I think it's a cool idea for a collectible. I'd never thought of collecting different poker decks before, but apparently it's a thing. Yeah, I'm going to look into different poker decks going forward. But we have these here at the store. These run about $7 a deck, but most of them are usually between $5 and $10, depending on what they are, how elaborate they are. We have these in the store if you're interested. That's pretty cool. There has been a shortage in the industry of top loaders of just about anything plastic, and it's been crazy. So we've had a hard time getting top loaders of any size in, but I was finally able to get regular. I usually do the platinum ones, or a little bit higher quality, but these are 3x4 regular top loaders. We finally got them in, and I was able to get them, although I got allocated, but I'm still waiting for the comic book size top loaders that so many people are out there looking for. Who do we have in the chat here? We got Last 8810. Thank you so much for joining us. Michael Connor. Thank you. R.I.P. DC Comics. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. We don't want to see the death of DC Comics, do we? Hector, good morning, my friend. Good to see you. So, everybody, we have a lot of stuff. We have a stack of comics. Let me get out my tape measure here. We got a stack of comics this week that is topping. It's topping 5 inches here, people. Is that correct? Do I have that right? It's 5.5 inch stack of comic books this week. That's getting better all the time. The taller that stack gets, the better. But it's hard. I tried to get some restocks on things. When we have to order comic books as a comic book shop, we have to order them well in advance. And one of the things about that is trying to get a restock when you need it. Sometimes there's a final order cutoff. You can't get it afterwards, or sometimes they're just not available. They sell out fast these days because everybody was in the same boat during the shutdowns across the country when this whole COVID thing first started. Nobody knew what the future was going to hold for everybody. We really didn't know how to order, and we had to shut down for 38 days. So during that time, I still had to order for the store, but without any knowledge whether or not we're even going to be able to reopen or what was going to happen to us. A very difficult situation. So right now, a lot of the comic books that are coming out now were comic books that we had ordered way back then, and without having any real knowledge about what would happen with the customers, we tried our best to contact our subscribers and everything, get a handle on who was still okay to continue buying comics from us. It was difficult to make the decisions to how many we should buy of whatever comic. So, and it's been a tough thing in the industry. There's disruptions right now, and it's going to take a long time for this to get smoothed out. So some of the comics we got this week, which are some of the hottest comics that have come out in a long time, we've sold out on pre-order. Just shocked the heck out of me. And some of the ones that I put reorders in for a long time ago, we never got them, which was very frustrating. And one of them that was most disappointing to me, because I don't even think I'm going to have a copy for myself, was this one. This is the Dark Knight's Metal Death Metal #3 variant. This book is that's the Robin King from the Dark Metal universe, and it's just an awesome cover. But I didn't have enough to even make it to the stands, and those stand copies, unfortunately for me and everybody else, isn't going to able to be getting one today. They're already going for $20 on eBay. It's very frustrating. So I'm going to try to get more in. I don't know if I can, and I doubt if I can. I'm sure it'll go into a second printing pretty quickly, and we'll take it from there. But ordering books is difficult. I mean, it's going to get better. It's going to work itself out. But, like last week, I ordered a book on puns, but I didn't get it. So let's see what we have for this week. Let's start with the toys, because we got some cool stuff in. We got this amazing Poison Ivy statue. Look at that. I mean, I really like that. Poison Ivy is just a great character. So let's see the close up there. So that's a cool one. Good morning, Eric. Good morning, Scott. Been serious layoffs at AT&T. Yeah. There's been it's a lot of disruption in our industry right now, across the board at every level, from AT&T, which owns Warner Brothers, which owns DC Comics, which has a vested interest in my business. Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Eric. Good morning, everybody. And let's see here. What else we got? Oh, we had, Baby Yoda, the child. The toys for that keep on coming. Let me show you. Well, I've sold out of the first ones we got, which were these little tiny figurines like this. So they were cute as a button. But we sold out of them. But then this next thing came in. Let me show you. Here I am once again unprepared. So I showed you this before this came in a while back, this Baby Yoda toy, the child. And then this one came out. You notice they're getting a little larger. So, we're going from this to this. And then we got this in. It's a little plush Baby Yoda. We also got a talking one in, but we sold out of it like that on pre-orders, actually. And this one doesn't talk, but it's very cute. And wave at the fans. Hello. So then we have. So I thought, wow, look at these Baby Yodas just keep getting larger, but it didn't stop there. Check this out. Look at that Baby Yoda. That thing is massive. This is the child from the Mandalorian, pop vinyl, monster size one, So there you go. But I'll tell you what. There's some out there who wouldn't be beat by some baby being bigger than them. And I know just the person who can beat that. And that is Batman. What do we got, Batman? Could you even be bigger than Baby Yoda? Holy guacamole. What the heck is that? That is a pop vinyl. Batman. Do I even have space for this anywhere in the store? Where am I going to put this thing? Well, kids, If there isn't that, I only got one. That's all I'm going to get. There's just no room. So they just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's amazing how big these toys have gotten. Well, I turned kind of yellow there. So, Mr. Happy, last week, he's apologized for his missing, giving everybody the secret word, and he's back in action now. And he said, don't wait till last. Make sure I get on there. So okay, Mr. Happy, it's your time. Tell everybody the secret word. Here you. Come on. Oh, you got your new mask on. Pretty cute. I like it. Alien face. Pretty funny. All right, get up there. Rainbow. Hey, that's a great word, rainbow. I don't think our vice president will like it. It seems to represent things that he doesn't care for. I don't know why. Thank you, Mr. Happy. We appreciate it. Rainbow is our secret word. If you know the secret word and you come into the Comics Club, you can get extra discounts off of just about everything in the store. Get you 15% off any single item in the store now through next Tuesday. Next Wednesday, I'll give you a new secret word. And if you're a discount club member or a subscriber, you can get an extra 5% on that. So you get 20% off any single item in the store if you know the secret word. Thank you, Mr. Happy. We appreciate you getting it done on time and right this time. And don't forget to leave a comment down below. If you leave a comment, we're going to enter you into our drawing every month, and you'll have a chance to win graphic novels, trade paperbacks, comic books, other things. We're adding stuff all the time. Hey, Nancy, there's my sister Nancy, stopping in to say hello to everybody. Yes, hey, and a shout out to my brother David, whose birthday it is today. I don't know how old he is, but he's young at heart and a great man. And I miss him, haven't seen him in a while. And I hope all of his family's doing well. Peace, Dave. You know, when I was a kid growing up, I had a whole bunch of comic books. And I don't know if I've told anyone the story before, but when we moved to Michigan, I couldn't bring the comic books with me. My mom made me give them to my friend down the street. Well, my brother David, he saw all this happen, and he wasn't moving to Florida. He was older. And he went down the street and got the comic books from my friend and kept them for years. And eventually he gave them back to me. I had like 300 some comic books when I was a kid, and that was back in the 60s to 1972. There's several hundred, 300 some comic books. So Dave goes down to the front and retrieves them. And I moved in the meantime. We moved to Florida, and years later, Dave gave them back to me. But in the meantime, Dave and his lovely wife Rita, they lived over on the beach on the Gulf Coast here in Florida, and they would take in the comic books and were cutting them up and making collages out of them, and absolutely beautiful collages that I never realized were my comic books that they were cutting up. And so I don't know whatever happened to those collages. I think they may have sold them or whatever, but those collages probably have some of the most valuable Marvel and DC comic images on them from the 1960s that just got cut out and Mod Podged onto wood, which is pretty funny. So eventually, though, he gave them back to me. 125 of them survived, and that was one of the factors that got me into comic books again as an adult. And I started collecting. Before you know it, I had thousands of them. Before you know it, I was starting a business, and before you know it, here's the Comics Club. 31 years later, we're still in business. That's been pretty cool. So we have a whole bunch of other stuff to show you guys, and we have not a lot of time to do it, but let's see some of the graphic novels that came in today. Do we have all of them stacked up over here? Is this all we got? There's mostly a couple of things for kids. Magical Adventures of Phoebe and Her Unicorn. It's a great story about Phoebe and her magical unicorn. And Tim Burton, Nightmare Before Christmas, little hardcover story of that. This is the story of the movie in comics. So it's the movie in graphic novel form. One of my favorite images in comic books, I have lots of them, but this is one of my favorite ones. It's showing the power of Wonder Woman compared to Batman. Let's face it, Bats, you are just not in Justice League. I don't know why you're even on the team. I always get frustrated when I see those comic book issues where Batman is swinging into a battle with Wonder Woman and the Flash and Superman, and you see Superman get hit by Darkseid or somebody, and he goes knocked back. Now then Darkseid hits Batman and he gets knocked back. No, that's not how it would happen. Batman's head would be splattered. If a punch could caused Superman to go backwards, Batman would just be dead. There's no surviving that. So it's kind of silly and ridiculous when you see those battles going on with Batman who couldn't take a punch from Darkseid like that. Kind of silly, but that's the kind of things you see in comic books these days. So let's have a look at things. We've got the Dark Knight Death Metal #3, and I have very limited supplies of all comic books right now. Like I said, guys, we had to cut back real tight. We haven't been able to adjust completely yet. So, yeah, oh no, Dave, but I'll tell you what, Dave was great. He saved 125 of them, and one of them was Amazing Spider-Man 121, the first appearance of, the death of Gwen Stacy, and the one right after that with the death of the Goblin. So some of them survived that were just fine. Got me into comic books, and here we are today. This is Dark Knight Death Metal #3, 1 in 25 variant. It's got Superman on there from the Dark Metal universe, and he's got strange arms. I don't know what's going on there. I haven't read all the story yet, but that is kind of weird, isn't it? So then we also have Transformer Galaxies #8. It's the 1 in 10 variant cover. And we have Buffy the Vampire Slayer, a Willow #2. This beautiful virgin black and white. Well, that's grace tone or something, but absolutely gorgeous. She's kind of levitating in the air there. Let's see it. I like that one. And we have Mirka Andolfo's Unsacred #7. This is the 1 in 10 virgin cover. They're on a wedding cake, I think. I think in the story she just have a baby. If you haven't read this, it's pretty funny. She's an angel, he's a demon, and they fall in love, and they're having children. It's it's a crazy. Yeah, that was from the Indian Rocks Beach, Nancy. We lived over on the beach over there, and those were great times. Good times, I'll tell you, back then. So we have this week's comic books coming at you, and this is another week of the free comic book summer, where we have a lot of free comic books for everybody, and that's going on all summer long. Every Wednesday is free comic book summer Wednesday, and we have a few to show you today. Hillbilly, the Lizard of Rusty Creek Cave. We have Little Lulu. What the original comic book feminist? Look at her. No boys allowed. When I was a kid, I had a clubhouse, and we didn't let the girls in, and we suffered a similar fate. When we came to our clubhouse one day after we had told the girls they weren't allowed, our entire clubhouse had been just completely destroyed. And the girls had torn it up, and that was their paybacks to us for not letting them in the club. The secret name today shows how connected our family truly is. I'm loading my rainbow picture that I took on the way home from Dave's house on Saturday. Well, send me a copy of that, Nancy. That sounds pretty cool. Blade Runner 2019 free comic book day comic. Super Mercado. And this one I know a lot of people be looking for, and we got plenty of them. So come in and get yours. It's Critical Role's Vox Machina Origins comic book. This is from the YouTube sensation show where they play a role-playing game on there. I'm getting a knock on the door. It's probably UPS. I'll be right back. Oh, my Lord. No, Wednesday actually do a live YouTube show. Right now. No, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry at all. When you go up there, make sure you say hi to everybody. Oh, shit. What are you doing? Just yell out. You won't be on the video other than your voice. It's on my weekly YouTube channel. I always give a show telling everybody. You didn't even tell me. Oh, I'm sorry. Every Wednesday, 11 a.m. You can catch it on the rewind if you can't catch it. Hey, what is it? Hey guys, it's my UPS person, and she's really great. She's one of the hardest working women I've ever met.
That's right. Santa in a house.
You want to come and say hello, everyone? You want to come and say hi?
I will do that.
All right. She has just delivered a whole load of more stuff. I don't even know what it is. It's going to take me forever to unload it. You want to come and say hi to the fans? This is our UPS
hey guys,
lady.
What's up?
She's so awesome.
Let me get right.
I love it. I love it.
I'm gonna check you out.
Thank you so much.
I'm gonna check you out.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Every Wednesday live. I'll tell you, she's the best. If you guys, you'll be lucky to have a UPS lady like her. She is so awesome.
You know I'm coming on your YouTube. I'm getting shout outs.
Thank you again. Tell your friends today.
Thank you.
Catch it on the rewind.
All right, now we'll do.
Oh, thanks for your patience, guys. That was crazy, huh? What? She's so fun. I love that woman. She works so hard, and I've never seen. Unfortunately, she recently lost. I believe it was her father to COVID, and that was really hard. But you know what? We're going to get past this whole thing, and she's a great lady, and so glad to have her. I've had lots of UPS people over the years, but I'll tell you what, she's been the best. Absolutely, I have the best postal lady too. If she'd ever want to come in here at this time, I'll get her on the show too. It was great of her to agree to come in. So anyway, so here we are. So we got new comics today. Let me get through these for you so everybody knows what new comics we have coming in. And anybody else who's just joined the chat, thank you so much for joining us. Let's see here. We have Spider-Man number 45. A couple covers for you. We have The Boys, Dear Becky. That's number 3. Oh, these amazing Spider-Mans. Wait a second here. That was 45. This is a restock. Apparently, we didn't get all of ours last week. And here's the one for this week, 46. Got a couple covers. And what else we got? We have Empire Avengers, number 2. The Immortal Hulk. It's a nice Alex Ross cover. I like it. Hulk. By the way, this is one of the quilts that Dolly makes. She's working on another one for me. These are for sale if you're interested. We have them in the store. I kind of messed up my set with the guest star I didn't know I was going to have today. How are we doing? If you're just joining us, you just missed a guest star I had. Our UPS lady joined us for the show temporarily. Captain America Empire, number 2. And we're getting through these comic books here. We have My Little Pony. Not Your Little Pony. This is My Little Pony. Great stuff. Kids love this. I like that's pretty psychedelic. Pretty psychedelic. I was telling you about Unsacred, the angel demon hookup. We have one that's the sketch cover. That Mirka Andolfo, very popular. And let's see here. Here's one. That's the one I showed you the Virgin version of this one earlier without the logo. They're standing on the wedding cake and the demons are all battling each other down around it. Well, it's like they met the neighbors. I don't think they approve. And one more where they're smooching on the cover. And so just so you know, that's not for kids. That most of our comics are not for kids. Red Sonja, not all of them though. Some of them are. We do have lots of sections. We do have a section, Fun for All Ages, for kids. If you're a parent and have kids and you want to come in and get some good comics for your kids, we have a lot of them. We have back issues, buy 2 to get a third one free. This is Chaos, Red Sonja, Age of Chaos, number 6. Loving that artwork. Look at that. And that's impressive. That is some impressive art. Vampirella, too. Look at this one, Vampirella. Wow. Some amazing artwork on those things. We also, the unsuccessful bid for the presidency, got his own Yang. Remember him? He's going to give everybody $1,200 if you vote for him. No, that's not for kids, Nancy. No, it's not for kids. So no, not for kids. We do have lots of stuff that is for kids, but not those. Most of our comics aren't for kids, but we do have a section that is all for kids. Not for kids, Nancy. Not for kids. So, let me see here. Yeah, little Lulu. She's hilarious. So what else we got in here? Hold on. I'll get to them, guys. I'll get to them. Just kidding, Nancy. I know. She's a kidder. So here we go. We have the Captain Marvel. She's wielding a new weapon. You know the story. I won't blow it for you. Captain Marvel. Willow, that's from the Buffy the Vampire Slayer world, has her own series going. This is number 2. Issue number 2. I showed you the Virgin one of this one where she's floating in the air. It's all black and white sketch cover a little while ago. Plus, there's a couple other covers for it. And let's see here. We got in Star Wars Darth Vader, a couple different covers. This is issue number 4. I read this story. I'm hugging Padme there, or maybe dreaming of it. Really good story. If you haven't read this has been great. The Darth Vader stories have been excellent. I highly recommend them. Hawkeye, DC's Green Arrow. We got Transformers Galaxies. I showed you the variant of that one too earlier. There's a bagged comic, 7 Secrets. There's a bagged edition. I don't know why it's bagged exactly. What's the dealio with that? Looks like it comes with a some sort of poster or something in there with the comic book. I'm not certain. And you know, Sonata came in the 3D with the 3D glasses and everything. It's pretty cool. I haven't been reading this one. Has anybody out there been reading that one? I like the Superman shirt too. Like I was telling everybody earlier, Dolly made this shirt. She's a very talented sewer. She also makes the masks that we sell in the store. Undone by Blood. Something's Killing the Children. If you guys haven't been reading this, oh my gosh, it is just amazing. The early copies have skyrocketed in value, but you know there will be a trade, and this has just been so good. I mean, it keeps you wondering what the heck's going on here. Here's a title that we carry in that has been in greater demand recently. I guess everybody's back into role playing big time. We have Knights of the Dinner Table. This is a comic book about a role playing group that play. I believe they play Hackmaster. Is that the game they play? I believe, which is like the original version of Dungeons and Dragons. I believe this one's new this week, although it might have been a restock. And the strangest thing is a spoof on Fortnite and what looks like Deadpool there, but it's called Fart Night, Chapter Poo. Strange. This is just the first issue, actually. So, just silly stuff. Ghost Spider, number 9. Very venomous. And speaking of venomous, we have the new issue of Venom. Couple covers. My personal favorite. You're going to eat your head. So, we got X-Force. X-Force comic book. Number 11. Revenge of the Cosmic Ghost Rider. This is, I believe, the final issue. They canceled the next ones that were going to be. Yeah, this is the final issue. Revenge of the Cosmic Ghost Rider. Last issue. Red Mother. It won't surprise me at all if this turns into some sort of a TV show or something. Vlad Dracul, the Vlad the Impaler. This is issue 2 of a Dracula story. Archie and Friends, Endless Summer. Reminds me of the Beach Boy album. I think that's what's supposed to be. Strange Academy is going strong. This is a super popular book these days. This one's big girls. It's about, well, giant women. There's some big girls. And Billionaire Island. Roberto Rodriguez, Empire X-Men. I think it came out. I'm not certain. Maybe it's in the stack. The stack's prepared for me, so I can go through it at the show, but I think it might be in there. We'll see. The Resistance, another one. This is part 4 of 6. Is a very popular book. And this one, Join the Future. Don't know much about it. This person looks like they're falling. I hope it turns out well. Lola, always beautiful cover art on Lola. This is Lola number 6. Really liking that. Alienated. Do you feel alienated? That's Alienated number 5. And we have Adventure Man number 3. I love Terry Dodson's work. Like that. They came out with this interesting. There's 2 covers. One of them made the hot list this week. It's all the Star Wars action figure covers. And this the actual cover of the comic book is that old case that, you know, they used to put the figures in. I used to have one of these. I sold it. It's pretty much like everything else. But inside here, look, we have all the covers of all the action figure covers that they did for Star Wars so far. I'm sure there'll be a second volume eventually. Now, here's one of them that I was telling you that I'm kind of disappointed because I wasn't able to get my restock on these, and I'm going to sell out fast. I don't even know how many are available on the floor, but we sold out mostly on pre-orders, and it was very difficult. I just love this cover too. Very difficult to get more copies. But don't waste time, people. Do not hesitate. If you can get in here because we're going to sell out a lot of stuff real fast this week. And on the one hand, that's good. You know, you don't want to have a whole bunch of leftovers, but at the same time, I like to have at least a couple for back issues. My hair is driving me nuts. You know, I got a haircut a couple weeks ago, and I didn't get it cut short enough, and now I got to make another trip, and it's not a happy experience when someone is like in hazmat uniform cutting your hair. That's why I stopped going out to restaurants these days, because I mean, they come to your table. It's not their fault. It's the situation, but they come to the table, you know, and they're covered with, they got gloves on and a mask and goggles and plastic thing covering. I feel like my food is infected. So this is a Green Lantern, season 2, number 6. A couple covers for you. And don't forget, guys, to leave a comment after the show down below. Just leaving a comment in the chat will not get it for you. To be entered into our monthly drawings, you have to leave a comment below after the show, so don't forget. And please do give us a thumbs up if you're liking what we're doing. We also have a Patreon account if you would like to become a patron of the Comics Club. And by the way, thank you, patrons Rayvon and Billy and Wolf and Brad. We appreciate you being our first few Patreons. And if you there's different levels that you can be a patron at. The $25 level, I send you every month after I get paid by Patreon. It takes them a while, but I send you a pack of comic books that are worth at least $40 at least, and we always throw in a couple extra things. So if you're interested in that, go to our Patreon account, the Comic Book Pusher or the Comics Club, and check that out. Your support goes a long way in improving the channel and making it better and keeping us going. So let's get through the rest of these comics here. We have Superman number 24 this week. A couple different covers for you. And by the way, if you're local and you're a patron, you haven't picked up your pusher pack, platinum pusher pack, come by and pick it up. And Brad, yours is on its way. We have Batman's Grave, a couple covers. I like that one. It's pretty cool. And we're almost there, guys. What else we got here? Oh. John Constantine, Hellblazer. That's picking up steam. And we have Batman and the Outsiders. We're getting down to it. The next one is a really awesome cover for Wonder Woman. And that is Wonder Woman number 760. Look at that. I like that cover. Beautiful art. And Detective 1024. This is another one that we are going to be real low on. Well, actually, this is a restock. I'm sorry. It's the new one, the 1025 that we're real low on. We got to restock in on these. I love this cover. It's just one of the best Joker Batman battle scenes I've seen in a long time. And this is the standard cover for that. And those came out last week, but we got to restock in. I in a collection recently I got this book. If any of you are horror fans, I was really surprised to find out that this is a rare book, and it's going for this book sells for probably, in the condition I have it, somewhere around $80 on eBay. But if any of you are interested in this book, contact me. If I haven't heard from anybody this week, I'm going to go ahead and put it up on eBay. but it's the thing from another world, but it also collects a Climate of Fear. This is a two-part story. It was put out originally in separate pieces, but this collects them both together. But apparently this particular one is rare. It's put out by Dark Horse Comics, originally sold for $16, but this particular one has gotten hot. So if you're interested, let me know. If you're interested, you're all interesting. If you're interested, let me know so that we can avoid the whole eBay thing. But if I don't hear from anybody in the next few days, then I'll go ahead and put it up there. And I think I have finally covered everything. You got the secret word. If you came in late, the secret word, Mr. Happy, thank you so much for being cooperative. Secret word is rainbow. That's all we have for you this week, guys. I really appreciate you joining us. And we'll be back next week. And next week, will be the 19th. And you'll have 4 chances to enter the drawing. And be sure to leave a comment below. Share this video with your friends. Give us a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. And remember, read. It brings out the hero in you. We'll see you next time at the Comics Club.